Salutations and welcome to the farm and welcome to my craft room where we're working on our 63 square heirloom Afghan crochet along. Join me today as we work on block 23, the slant stitch. So grab whatever color you've designated as color C, your size H crochet hook, and let's get started. We're going to start with what we have chosen as color C for our heirloom Afghan, and for me that is teal. So whatever you have chosen as your color C, go ahead and create a slip knot and get that onto your size H crochet hook. We're going to start this block with a chain of 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 23, 24, and 25. For row 1 of block 23 for our slant stitch, we're going to start with a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Here's our first chain, here's our second chain. We're going to go ahead and place a single crochet in that chain. To complete row 1, we're going to place a single crochet in every chain across. Here's 22, 23, and 24. We started with 25 chains, but since we skipped the first one, that gave us 24 stitches to work into. So at the end of row 1, we have 24 single crochet. Okay, let's move on to row 2. We're going to chain 3 and turn our work. We're going to double crochet in the next single crochet. And now we're going to start our pattern. We're going to skip the next single crochet and we're going to place 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So here's one. Make sure you go through both the front loop and the back loop of the stitch that you're working on. See there, we've got the front loop and the back loop. Make sure you go through both of those when you complete your stitches. So there's our 3 double crochet, 1 in each of the 3 single crochet there. Now we've got this stitch back here that we skipped. We're going to work in this stitch now. We're going to yarn over and we're going to go back here from the front and go through the front loop and the back loop there on that stitch. Grab your yarn and pull it back through, just like you're going to do a double crochet, which it is, and give your hook a tug. Bring that loop up to the level of your work. You'll feel where that resistance ends because these loops in the back here will keep it from going too far. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook. It's a double crochet, but it's at a slant. You brought that loop all the way back here to this stitch that you skipped. Moving forward, we're going to skip the next single crochet and place a double crochet in each of the next 3 single crochet. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Once again, we're going to go back to that stitch that we skipped and complete a double crochet. Yarn over into that stitch, getting both the front loop and the back loop on your hook there. Pull your yarn through and give that hook a tug, bringing that loop up even with your work. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. And here we've created 2 slant stitches, so you can see how that long loop creates a slant over those 3 double crochet. Let's do that one more time. We're going to skip the next single crochet and we're going to place a double crochet in each of the next 3 single crochet. There's 1. Oops, I didn't loop over there, did I? There's 2. And there's 3. Once again, we're going to complete a double crochet in this skipped stitch. Yarn over into that stitch, going through the front loop and the back loop. Pull your yarn back through and give that hook a tug to bring that loop up to the level of your work there. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and there we've created yet another slant stitch. I'm going to complete this 2 more times and then I'll meet up with you at the end of the row. I'm completing the final slant double crochet here of this row. If we look at our row 2, we're going to have 5 of these groupings that create this slant stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We have 2 single crochet left. We're going to place a double crochet in this single crochet and a double crochet in our final single crochet, and that will complete our row. So as we look at our work here, we have 2 double crochet, because remember our chain 3 counted as a double crochet, and then we completed a double crochet. Then we did our pattern for our slant stitches 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and ended with 2 double crochet here at the end. We worked in every single crochet across. That means we have 24 stitches across because we worked in all of our 24 single crochet. Let's move on to row 3. For row 3, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. Now we're going to place a single crochet in every stitch across. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, make sure you go through both the front loop and the back loop, 5, 6, 22, 23, and remember this chain up counted as a double crochet, so you want to make sure you do a single crochet in that chain 3 there because it counts as a double crochet, and that makes our 24th stitch of that row. And that really just finishes off our slant stitches nice and neat and gives us a nice row now to work our next row, which will be row 4. So for row 4, we're going to just repeat row 2. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn our work. Now this is our first single crochet right here. We're going to go to the next single crochet and place a double crochet. So remember, for our row, we're starting with 2 double crochets together just like that. We're going to skip the next single crochet and we're going to place a double crochet in each of the next 3 single crochets. So there's 1, 2, and 3. We're going back to the stitch that we skipped and we're going to complete that double crochet where we pull up that loop really nice and long up to the level of our work. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that creates the slant stitch. Skipping the next single crochet, we're going to double crochet in each of the next 3. So here's 1, 2, and 3 double crochet. Going back to the stitch that we skipped, going through both the front loop and the back loop, grabbing our yarn and pulling it up even with our work, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to continue this all the way across, just like what we did here in row 2, and when we get to the last 2 stitches, we will place a double crochet in each, and I will meet up with you here. I'm here at the end of the row. We're going to place a double crochet in this single crochet and a double crochet in the very last single crochet of that row. Now let's look at this row now. Once again, we have 5 of our slant stitches, and look, as you're doing your work, making sure that your slant stitches line up over the prior row of slant stitches. If something looks off, go back and make sure that your count is correct. Always having 2 double crochet at the end, you're going to have 5 complete sets of slant stitches that include the 3 double crochet, and then going back and completing that long loop for your slant. The next row is the same as the row that we completed here with the single crochets. We're going to chain 1, turn our work, and place a single crochet in every stitch across. (23) and 24. You know, one thing that I really like about this stitch is the end result is beautiful on either side of your work. Look at those beautiful slant stitches on either side. Isn't that beautiful? So if you were wanting to do a larger project, maybe an Afghan or a shawl, and you use this stitch, it's going to be beautiful on both sides. If you would like to make a larger project using this stitch, you can have your starting chain be a multiple of 4 plus 1. I want you to continue repeating the slant stitch row and your single crochet row until your work is approximately 7 inches square. When I'm to that point, I'll meet up with you and we'll count and see how many rows of our slant stitches we end up with. I'll see you there. Okay, I've just completed this row here of our single crochets. I'm going to go ahead and chain 3 and turn my work. That way I've already got it done. And look at what we've got here. Let's see. We have all of our slant stitches, and I'm going to grab our square from week 22. This was our cross stitch square, and I do not have the border on it. I know I told you not to cut off, complete your border, but for time constraint for the video last week, I went ahead and I just cut it and set it aside. I'll add my edging to it in a bit. But if I place this week's square on top, you can see now that I do have enough room to complete one more row of our slant double crochets here. Now, according to our pattern, we're going to repeat row 2 and row 3 until our square becomes the size that we need. So this is row 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, and 3. So I'm going to go ahead and complete one more row of our slant stitch and one more row of our single crochet, and I'll meet up with you there. (23) and 24. There is our very last single crochet and our last row of this block 23, our slant stitch. Isn't that block beautiful? It is the size that we need it to be, and I started with a row of single crochet here, ended with a row of single crochet here, and for the most part it's a nice even block. You can block this if you'd like to, but once you get your edging on and set it aside and get it ready to put together with all of your other blocks, you're not going to really need it, but you can if you'd like to. So all that's left to do now is complete round 1 and round 2 of edging. Don't cut your yarn. You're going to complete round 1 of your edging with this color, then cut your yarn, and then you'll complete the second round of your edging with color A, whatever you've designated that to be for your heirloom Afghan. The only thing left to do once you get your edging done is to go ahead and get a tag to mark what this is. This is block 23 for week 23, the slant stitch for our heirloom Afghan crochet along. So thank you so much for joining me here up at the craft room at the farm today. I hope you enjoyed this block. I think it worked out beautifully, and I'm really looking forward to possibly using this stitch in other projects. I look forward to seeing you next week for week 24. It's called Climbing Shells. Doesn't that sound interesting? Until I see you then, make sure you take care of yourself, take care of each other. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you next time here on the farm. Bye-bye.